Hi, folks. Hopefully, you had a nice long weekend, enjoyed some time off with your families, and were able to take a little break from your distance learning. Um, but now we have to jump back into it. So, like I have every week, I'm going to go through and just show you what the assignments and expectations are for the week. If you guys feel like you're good to go, then you don't need to watch this video, but this will give you some clarification as to what I'm expecting this week. Okay. So, as always, you will be in your Google Classroom under classwork. When you click classwork, you're looking for distance learning 2020. Okay. And you'll be looking for week 3 for 14 through 417. Okay. As always, the first step is to go to your Chem assignment log to just see what items are due this week. So you'll see I added the week that we're currently in right now, 14th through the 17th, with 3 separate things to complete or do. The first is the types of chemical reactions Google Doc. So you guys did a Quizlet and a video last week about chemical reactions. So now you're actually going to go through and look up what those reaction types are, what some of the reactants are, or what comes together to make the products or the final chemical compound in that reaction, and kind of take a look at what some examples might be. And then lastly, you'll end up with your weekly reflection. Okay. So notice that those are the 3 items. Remember, I did tell us that this is a good order to go in. So I would start with the chemical reactions doc, move into our compost week 3. At this point, you should be 3 weeks into observing that compost pile or that compost bucket or that compost container, whatever it is you'd like to call it. And then you'll end in your weekly reflections. Okay. So if you go to the types of chemical reactions, it's a simple Google Doc with a link that you're going to follow. It says using the link, chemical reaction information. So you're actually going to click on those blue words. That'll take you to the actual site where the information can be found. It says you will be researching the most common types of chemical reactions. Answers will not be copied from the article or source. That means you are not copying and pasting, folks. Please make sure you are writing words for yourself. You're paraphrasing and using your own thoughts when describing and defining those reactions. However, you'll notice that for 2 of these, it does ask, 3 of these, it does ask for your um, image to be copied and pasted in there. So I do want you guys to find an example image of what you are looking at reaction wise. So for each of these reactions, you'll give me something like the definition of it, what's reacting, what the product is, and then an example of that taking place, whether it's an actual reaction or a diagram of the reaction happening. I just want some sort of visual to go along with it. So this is something that you can paste from Google Images if you're going to be finding your images that way. Make sure that you guys turn this in. Then you will be doing your compost again. This is your last week actually taking data in the log. And then next week, you'll be doing your conclusion questions, which will be in the form of a Google form. Okay. So this week for our compost, we are working in week 3. That means you are filling out this last and final part of your table. Once you've done that, this will be reattached just like last week. If you remember, you needed to take the document that you'd already started and attach it to the week 3 assignment in Google Classroom. Week 2. You'll do the same thing for week 3. You'll upload, attach this document in week 3 as a Google Doc so that I can grade it for you as well. And then the very last thing you'll be doing this week is your weekly reflection, just as always. So make sure that you do this at the end of your work. That means once you finish the types of a chemical reaction doc, and once you've finished taking pictures and observing your compost, you will then do your weekly reflection like we have weeks past. If you have any questions, please email me. Let me know what I can help with. Otherwise, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk at you soon.